The Dragonscale blade is one of the most underused weapons in the game. The base katana moveset is amazing, and the Ash of War, Ice Lightning Sword, looks great. So why doesn't anyone care to use it? Firstly, this weapon drops from a boss in one of the smelliest, most hostile places in the game. On top of that, the boss platform is small enough that you can be easily knocked off and forced to roll in the Scarlet Rot, causing buildup over time. Now that you've finally got the weapon, you can use it on the next boss. The only thing is, Estelle is from the cold reaches of outer space, and is therefore completely immune to frost buildup, which your weapon deals when buffed. Thirdly and finally, other katanas are just more powerful. The Uchi breaks poise easily, the Hand of Melania has crazy reach, Moon Veil has ranged magical damage, and Rivers of Blood is Rivers of Blood. So why would you use the Dragonscale blade over these? Well, first of all, and most importantly, it looks cool, especially with the Ice Lightning buff active. This weapon buff is a lot like myself during freshman year, in that it works best in moist areas. The Ash of War is 3 parts, containing a stomp with a lightning strike, weapon slam, and a second lightning strike where the weapon hits the ground. This shares an animation and properties with lightning slash. Any water around you will carry a shockwave outwards, dealing damage to any enemies in the area. You usually don't notice it, but there are a lot of areas in the game with shallow water. It's something that you don't notice unless you use something with lightning damage. To make sure the weapon was good, I did what any normal person would do and beat the entire game with all remembrances with it. For my endgame build, I ended up using the Green Turtle Talisman for more stamina regen, the Carian Filigree Crest to keep my Ash of War cost down, the Prosthesis Wearer's Heirloom for more dexterity, and the Rotten Winged Sword Insignia to increase my damage on successive attacks. If I were to level up Dex more, I would replace the Prosthesis Wearer's Heirloom with the Shard of Alexander, or maybe even the Dragon Crest Great Shield for more damage negation. The armor I wore was Ronnie's robes and her big hat because it matched the lightning effect. I also wore the best greaves and gauntlets I could while still light rolling. So, how did all the bosses go? Pretty darn well, actually. Like I said earlier, the base katana moveset is amazing, and I first tried every single remembrance except for Melania. And that was only because I got destroyed on a second phase clone attack that caught me off guard. However, I was able to get her on the second try because the Ice Lightning Sword Ash of War staggers her in all 3 parts. Couple that with her weakness to frostbite and the water all throughout the arena, and you have a relatively easy Melania fight. Easier than usual, at least. With all that said, how about you put down the fire and bleed katanas, and give the frost and lightning one a try?